Hey guys, I'm P-Freak. Welcome back to Pokemon Heart Gold. Last time we made it all the way up to Mr. Pokemon's house, talked to him, and also met Professor Oak in the flesh. Mr. Pokemon gave us a mystery egg, and then we made it all the way back over to Elm's lab to find out more about that egg. Along the way, we found some red-haired douchebag that we named Silver. And then we made it all the way over here to Violet City. In this part, we are going to actually take on the gym challenge that Professor Elm was mentioning earlier. But before we do that, there are actually a few things in Violet City that we want to explore first. First off, there's this guy. Shard de Berry, yeah, I trade berry for a shard. If you bring me some shards, I will give you 3 berries, yeah. So shards are basically items that you can just randomly find hidden around the region. There was a way for you to find like a whole bunch of them back in Diamond Pearl Platinum, but we don't have that way right now. This right over here is a gym. And if we go inside... Yo, champ of the making, you must be here to challenge Falkner as the gym leader, right? You're quite welcome. Almost. This city has a tower called the Sprout Tower, where trainers come to train themselves. Challenging Falkner may be too difficult if you haven't gone through their training. So, we have to go through this thing called the Sprout Tower, but before we do that, there's actually one other place I want to go visit real quickly, if my controls will function properly. If we head down south, there is an orange apricorn tree over here. Or yellow, sorry. Yellow, it looked orange to me. Maybe I'm just colorblind. But if we go further south, we can actually make it to Route 32. Now, we can't go much further beyond Route 32, beyond this guy, I believe. Wait up, what's the hurry? Have you gone to the Pokemon Gym? You can test your Pokemon and yourself there. It's a rite of passage for all trainers. That's great, but there is this patch of long grass over here. And if we walk around for a bit... This is not the Pokemon I'm looking for. There is a specific Pokemon that I am looking for that I would actually like to add to my party. I'm pretty sure everyone who's played this game before knows exactly what I'm looking for because, again, Johto is not very good. It's not very... That's not the Pokemon either. It doesn't have a lot of variety in its team build. You kind of run the exact same team over and over again because just how limited the options are. Here it is, attempt number 4. We find a Mareep. Mareep is going to be our new party member. Mareep is the earliest electric type that you can get, and the first gym battle is actually against flying types, so it's not a bad idea to pick this up. If you don't want to get a Mareep, there's also a way for you to get an Onix via a trade. I think you trade a Bellsprout for an Onix, and I think we'll try to find that. Onix is a rock ground type Pokemon, so it's really good for if you want to use it in the battle against Falkner. But unfortunately, Onix itself is not that great, until it evolves. Unfortunately, the way for it to evolve requires having another person with you, so good luck with that. But there we go, we caught Mareep. Now, what the hell are we going to name this thing? If static electricity builds up in its body, its fleece doubles in volume. Touching it will shock you. That's cute, it's a bunch of static electricity sheep thing. Yeah, what are we gonna name you? You know what? Your thing ends in Mareep. I'm gonna name you... Reaper. Alright, and we got a new party member. Nice. Now, real quickly, before we head up to the Sprout Tower, I'm actually gonna go back and fight those trainers I skipped earlier. Quickly off screen, just so we can get Reaper some more experience before we go on to some of the more major battles. Alright, so after this first battle, this guy offers to share some berries with you if he happens to find some if you give him your phone number. There are a few trainers around here where giving them their phone number will give you more than just like a random call periodically or just a rematch or whatever. They'll actually give you some items. This guy offers you some berries, so why not? We'll add him. There are also people that'll give you like evolution stones and selling items, stuff like that. You'll hear from me as soon as I find anything you might like. There's also an item over here that we skipped, which is an extra Pokeball. Not bad, not bad. I also forgot to check to see what the nature of Reaper is. So, let's see. Mild nature. Okay, it's literally the same thing that Reptar has, so not bad. Mareep is also a special attacker, but unlike most electric types, the Mareep line is actually a lot slower. Like, the idea of electric types is most of them supposed to be lightning fast. You can see that in Electro, Jolteon, and even one of the newer Pokemon's Regieleki. But yeah, that's not entirely the case with the Mareep line, unfortunately, so that's gonna be fun. Alright, now that we got those trainers out of the way, there are a few more places of interest we want to go to before we head over to the Sprout Tower. First of all, I think we need to talk to you. Hello, I should be a familiar face to every Pokemon fan. I'm from the TV show, The Show Me Show. I am Primo, the big brother. Today, would you, one of my fans, tell me what you think of me? This is Primo. Apparently it's the same guy who gave you the Teachy TV back over in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. What he does is basically you give him a random selection of phrases, and then he has a chance of giving you a wallpaper or even some Pokemon eggs. You can then hatch these eggs into different Pokemon that might actually prove useful. Now, these are completely randomly generated as to what phrases you actually use. There is a calculator that I found through Bulbapedia onto some, I believe, German website that will actually tell you what your phrases are to unlock everything. It is randomly generated based off your trainer ID, what game you're on, and also what language you're playing. So I just happen to have my phrases right here. First one is hydration and Raffle. Hydration, Raffle. Oh my, is that how you feel about me? I never thought of it that way before. By the way, how do you like the way I am so exciting and fun? For that, I would have to say... Mother, and Effexspore. You are no ordinary fan knowing such a thing. You are a trainer, right? I'll pull some strings for you. I think I can swing a deal and give you this egg. You take good care of it. And we get a Mareep egg. Now, funny enough, we already have a Mareep, but hey, it's not a bad way if you want to get a Mareep this way either. Eggs will always hatch at level 1. They changed it from back in Generation 2 and Generation 3, where they always hatched at level 5. Now, you can get 2 other eggs as well. You can get a Wooper egg and a Slugma egg. Wooper is actually a pretty decent Pokemon, at least for the early parts. It does get outclassed later on, but it's pretty good. It's a Water Ground type, or at the very least it evolves to a Water Ground type, which means it only has 1 weakness, which is a 4 times weakness to Grass. Slugma... Yeah, anyways. I'm sorry, Slugma is not that great of a Pokemon, to be honest. But if you want it for like some early battles, like say you're going into the Sprout Tower, then it's pretty good, because we're going to be fighting a lot of grass types as we go into the Sprout Tower. Next up, we have the Pokemon School. Now, this is just a place that appears in just about every single Pokemon game, where basically it teaches you a whole bunch of stuff if you want to learn it, like status conditions and stuff. It's not really that interesting right now. Sometimes there's trainers in there, depending on what game you're playing, but... Alright, so it's not actually in the trainer school, but it's over here. We can talk to this guy right here. I collect Pokemon. Do you have a Bellsprout? Want to trade for my Onix? This was the trade for Onix that I was mentioning earlier. You can get Bellsprout within the previous routes we were in. I forget what they're called right now. And you can trade it in for an Onix, which again is a really good Pokemon to use for the Flying type gym, if needed. But again, I have my Electric type little Flaffy here, so we're good for now. Anyways, without further ado, let's go into the Sprout Tower. A Bellsprout over 100 feet tall. People say that it became the middle of the pillar here. Interesting. See the pillar shaking? Yeah. People are training upstairs. That doesn't seem structurally sound, but okay. Whatever you say. Sprout Tower was built long ago as a place for Pokemon training. And what do you have to say? Only those who reach the top will receive a wonderful move. Well, I guess we better see what this wonderful move is. Now, just to be warned, there are a bunch of trainers here, and also, there are wild Pokemon in this tower as well. Can you guess what the wild Pokemon are? If you guess Rattata, then you're correct. Probably, of course, there's Rattatas here. But I think you can also find Bellsprouts here as well. And also... Let me just quickly switch up my party. I always do that. I'll keep the egg on me for now. We'll just have it randomly hatch at some point. But we also have a bunch of trainers here. However hard we battle, the tower will stand strong. Are you sure about that? It seems just like a plain old wooden tower that might be knocked down at any point. We fight a bunch of sages, and they have Bellsprouts. Literally all of them have Bellsprouts. Reptar is good for this because Reptar is a fire type and is able to resist most of their moves. However, Reptar does not yet have a fire type move to use against them, so we're just going to be patient for that part. Alright, how many Bellsprouts does this guy have? I didn't grab it. I didn't check real quick. He has 3, okay. So while Reptar is great to fight these Bellsprouts, Reaper not so much. Unfortunately, grass types resist electric type moves. Again, we don't have an electric type move on Reaper quite yet. We will eventually, or at least I'll make sure that we get one before we go off into face the gym. But right now all we have is Tackle, so hopefully Reaper can do some work with that. Hopefully, maybe not. Only one way to find out. Alright, and one last Pokemon left to go with this guy. On the bright side, you do get quite a bit of experience, which is really good, because the highest level for the gym is actually gonna be level 14. So, it's good for us to get through the Sprout Tower and prepare for that. God, I forgot how slow Generation 4's animations were. In general, that's what a lot of people complain about with Generation 4 is just how slow it is. Which, I mean, yeah, I can agree with that. I fought hard, but I'm too weak. I still have a soft spot for Generation 4 since it was the generation that got me into Pokemon. So, we're fine. Alright. I thought we were going up. Why are we going back down? Oh, because there's an item here. Okay. A Paralyze Heal. That will heal the status condition Paralysis. Paralysis, basically, you have a chance every turn to not do a single thing. Which sucks. We stand and guard this tower. Here, we express our gratitude, show our respect for all Pokemon. You say all Pokemon, and yet all you guys have are Bellsprouts. There's one interesting little thing here. If you come to this place at nighttime, at least in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, then you were able to find the Pokemon Ghastly. Ghastly is a pretty good Pokemon. It is a Poison Ghost type, basically it was the only Ghost type back in Kanto. And it's a really strong special attacker when it evolves. The problem is, to get it fully evolved, you need to trade it. But the caveat for that is, you can basically have a fully evolved Pokemon really, really early if you have something to trade it with. So, it's a pretty good Pokemon, and I definitely recommend it. It's rare to ever see it actually not do well. And it will actually help you with some battles later on within the game if you do want to add it to your collection. I'm not going to because, again, since I'm playing this on an emulator, I don't really have the ability to trade. I'm sure there's some convoluted way for you to trade online. And we finally get a Fire-type move in Ember. Thank frickin' God. So now, hopefully, these Bellsprouts won't be as annoying. Let's see how this Ember works out. Seriously, it takes 5 levels from when you get it. Yep, instant KO. It takes 5 levels from when you get this frickin' Cyndaquil to get a Fire-type move. That's kind of annoying. Chow. And he thanks us for kicking his ass. Okay. Weird flex, but okay. Alright, let's swap Reaper and Reptar out. This is basically how I train my Pokemon, is that I try to keep them at the same level, swap them out whenever I can. I could just have friggin' Reptar out this whole time, and we'd probably get through here a lot faster. But, again, I'm also trying to get Reaper some levels, because Reaper's going to be the star of our first gym. Alright, got an X accuracy. Not bad, not bad. And it would probably help if I wasn't running all over the place, so I wouldn't encounter all these wild Pokemon. But, you know, I'll be cutting most of these out anyways. I don't think this guy was required. Whoops. Alright, with that, Reaper grew to level 10 and finally has an electric-type move in Thundershock. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Real quickly, I probably should have gone over to the Pokemon Mart and actually grabbed some more healing items, but we should be fine getting through here. I think we have like... Oh, no, we're already at the top. Wow, I thought this tower was a lot bigger. We get an item over here, a potion. Not bad, not bad. I think that was the only non-required trainer. I think all 3 of these guys are required for you to advance. I trained to find enlightenment in Pokemon. Interesting. What exactly could Pokemon teach you enlightenment-wise? To be fair, I don't know shit about Pokemon, so... But now that we have Reptar and we have a Fire-type move, this should be a breeze. Yep, easy. So yeah, this is one of the main reasons why I chose Reptar, is because it's a really strong special attacker and also just the best out of the three. Like, a lot of people might fight otherwise, and I'm usually one to say that I usually don't go with the best of the three, I usually go with who I like, and Totodile's typically my choice, but Totodile's not the best, unfortunately, with it being a physical water type attacker. Alright, I believe the guy on the right's not required, so I'll just take care of him real quickly before I go up there, and you guys don't have to see any of that. But this guy's, at least one of these guys is required. We'll just Bellsprout the guy and make it through. Yeah, a lot of people do like the fire-type starters. I mean, you have freaking Charmander, Cyndaquil, a lot of people like Torchic. But then things start getting sort of annoying when a lot of fire-type starters became firefighting types for 3 generations in a row. Infernape's even the best out of the 3 in generation in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Oh, this guy is being different. This guy apparently has a Hoot. Well, we get to see Thunder Shock for the first time. And we KO the Hoot easily. Wow, way to be different, dude. But hey, that's just easy experience points for Reaper. Ah, so close, so close. Yes, your trust is real. Oh, that's a familiar back right over there. Real quickly, before we go in there, though, let's switch on over to Reaper. Hey, Jackass, long time no see. You showed us what you got, and it is indeed good. Take this technical machine. However, you should care more about your Pokemon. The way you treat your Pokemon can be too harsh. Remember, Pokemon are not tools of war. He calls himself the Elder, but he has no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture how you should be nice to Pokemon, they cannot defeat me. All I care about are strong Pokemon that win every time. The rest of them don't mean anything to me. And he used an escape rope to get out of here. Interesting, he just teleported out of here by using a rope. Weird flex, but okay. Hey, it's an escape rope. I wonder if we can use it to teleport out of here. Anyways, yeah, Silver's kind of a dick, honestly. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to fight this guy. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build bright futures together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between you and your Pokemon. Don't you want to heal your Pokemon up first or whatever? Yeah, I guess not. We are challenged by Elder Lee. I'm assuming that's Lee or Bai. And he starts off with a Bellsprout. This isn't going to work well for Reaper, unfortunately, but we still have Tackle, so shouldn't be too bad. I did learn in the last battle that some of these Bellsprouts... Oh, hey! Reaper's Static paralyzed the foe's Bellsprouts. Alright, I'll start off with that. So each Pokemon has an ability. These are just passive little ability effects that typically help the Pokemon. Most electric types, especially like Mareep, have static, where basically if the Pokemon makes contact with a move, there's a chance for them to get paralyzed without you doing anything. Paralysis lowers their speed by 50%, and also there's a chance that they cannot use anything because they're paralyzed. And what I was saying is that some of these higher level Bellsprouts actually have growth, which raises their special attack, but the thing is that Vine Whip is a physical attacking move in this generation, so it's not as scary as if you were fighting it in Generation 2. And Reaper got to level 11, not bad. I'm saying not bad a lot. Alright, next up is another Bellsprout. Alright, I'm going to quickly switch on over to Reptar, and Reptar should be able to carry the rest of the battle. Yeah, see, Growth. Growth is not that scary. Initially, I was kind of freaked out seeing it. What it does is that it raises special attack stage by 1, but again, Vine Whip is now a physical attack, so that does not matter as much. I do think they changed it to where it raises both a special attack and a physical attack stat by 1, but I'm not sure. And a Hoot Hoot. Maybe now we should have had Reaper with us, but it's fine. Reptar should still be able to take care of this thing really easy. Oh, and we got a second status condition we can talk about. Burn. Burn, what it does is that at the end of every turn, a portion of the burn target's HP is depleted, and also their physical attack is halved. And we got a third status condition we can talk about. Sleep. Sleep basically makes you unable to do anything for, I believe the amount of turns that you're unable to do anything changes between generations. I believe in later generations it is 3 to 7 turns your Pokemon is asleep and you can't do anything. And the only way to cure it is either waiting for the Pokemon to wake up in battle or use a Awakening on it. A lot of the status conditions Some of them go away on their own, some of them you have to actually heal the Pokemon in order to get rid of them. But with that, with a sleeping Cyndaquil, we defeated Elder Lee. Elder Lee, I get it. The way you battle is quite elegant. You should be able to stand up to Falkner, and you should be able to make good use of this. It is a technical machine called Flash. Take it with you. And we get TM70 Flash. Now, fun little fact, this was actually a hidden machine back in Generation 1 and Fire and Leaf Green. When a Pokemon learns Flash, you can illuminate caves no matter how dark they may be. You can try it on Bellsprout, for example. Oh, we got a call. Beefreak, howdy, it's Wade. How are you? Oh yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. This is why you don't typically want to get a bunch of phone numbers or whatever, is because people will just randomly call you, give you useless information, but I wanted to see if that guy had a barrier or something. Anyways, we could take the long way back, or we could use this escape rope that they just happened to give us. And with a bunch of spinning, we are teleported out of Sprout Tower back to Violet City. Now, there's one little thing I want to show you real quick. If we quickly switch Reptar over to our main slot and have him walking with us, we can actually interact with him. Reptar's trying very hard to keep up with you. And because Reptar's asleep, there's actually some overworld references to it. But with that all said and done, I think we're actually going to end things here. I know I said we were going to head to the gym in this part, but I didn't realize how long things were actually going to take. I'm currently at 37 minutes, so a lot of that is being cut out because I got interrupted partway through as well. But that's going to be it for now. If you like what I do, subscribe to my channel, consider supporting me on Patreon, follow me on social media links, all that will be in the description. Next time, we are going to the Violet City Gym. Right over here. I'll see you guys then.